This is going to the show back in 1974, and I'm just a regular guy. So back in 1974, big year for Mel Brooks. Not only does he come out with Blazing Saddles, the greatest Western comedy of all time, he comes out with the greatest horror movie comedy too, Young Frankenstein. It was great. It had Gene Wilder as Young Frankenstein.
That's Frankenstein.
It had Marty Feldman, the guy with the eyes. He played Igor.
No, it's pronounced Igor.
A young and very sexy Terry Garr as Inga.
Hello. Would you like to have a roll in the hay? It's fun. Roll, roll, roll in the hay.
And a very scary Cloris Leachman.
I am Frau Blucher.
Now, the movie was about, young Frankenstein. He goes back to Transylvania to try to redo what his grandfather Victor had done back in the movie from the 1930s. You know, make a monster. And it works.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Only problem is Igor, when he goes out to get the brains, he gets the wrong brains. Yeah, he gets the brains of some guy named Abby Normal. So the monster turns out to be a monster. Although one that likes a good tune and ain't a bad song and dance man.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
But the townspeople remember the old monster and all the havoc that he wreaked. And this guy, Captain Kemp, he gets them all worked up, and they get the torches and stuff like that, and they go out looking for the monster. But young Frankenstein's fiancée shows up. See, she's played by Madeline Kahn, right? And her and a monster, well, they hit it off.
Oh, you can't be serious. Oh, my God. Woof.
So then what happens, young Frankenstein, he does a transference to give the monster some of his brains, and the monster gives young Frankenstein some of his monster. And what happens is the monster marries Madeline Kahn, and young Frankenstein gets married to Inga, and everybody lives happily ever after, especially Mel Brooks. This guy made 2 movies. They combined to make $87 million that year. The year 1974. And I'm just a regular guy on 93 XRT Radio Chicago.
The non-stop flashback weekend continues on 93 XRT.